Hey viewers! Welcome to another game of the Casual Pro Gamer. Today we're doing a game of the superb villain Veigar. So this is a Veigar game. Veigar is going to go mid and he's going to be up against, I want to say Mordekaiser, and I'm gonna say Mordekaiser. And he's up against Mordekaiser. I have no clue, to be honest. Let's see, he is over here, standing there in his green outfit. That's actually pretty cool. And we are following him into the lane. Oh, let's watch it like this. Let's watch the whole game like this. No, it doesn't actually work. That's kind of a shame, because it would be very cool if you could make this into a kind of first-person shooter. Anyhow, going to go back to the normal way. And as you can see, enemy team all over the place, our team all over the place. Seems we have no jungler, we have a Twitch, and the enemy team has a Volibear. So Twitch might very well be a roaming Twitch, which would be very cool instead of a jungler. Of course, that is it's a perfectly viable strategy. It does mean that you have no smite though, but most of the teams will only go for Dragon and Baron when the other team is dead or, well, incapacitated in some other way. Of course, it's still not smart to go Baron or something without a smite, because without a smite it is really hard to avoid the steals, and those are really dangerous, of course. So we have a Darius on both teams, and both of them are top lane, so I would have to say that is going to be difficult for enemy Darius to deal with. Oh, come on! Yeah, not a whole lot's going to happen. A little bit of harassment, and both Twitch and enemy Darius will have to back off here. This Darius has 1 health potion. That is not going to be enough. Our Darius has 3. And Veigar, of course, has boots and potions. I mean, that's what you start with. Mordekaiser also boots and potions. He is a smart guy. And then Garen and Volibear all both have cloth armor and health potions. Twitch, the only one starting off with the Dorns item here. But yeah, Darius also out of health potions, and yeah, they are pushing the lane here. That is not a good plan, because you want to zone him out as much as possible. Bottom lane between Ashe and Ashe. And yeah, Alistar versus Garen, that should be Garen's, well, no, Alistar's game all the way. And Alistar is going to harass a little bit. In the meantime, we see that this Veigar, oh, we can actually see the ability power bonus. Yay! That is excellent. So I did have the chat turned on. No, yeah, it is still on. Yeah, they added something, well, they added the alt chat in the chat that I can see, so yeah, I can't really bring it up because nothing has been said yet, but we will see it when the first blood comes up. And it is turned on, so there we go, there's the chat. So the alt chat has been added to that. It should have been there all along, but yeah. You know how Riot is. They promise you something, and then it goes to the soon TM box. So it will be implemented soon, but yeah, soon is not soon enough when you promise it and then a year later it's still not there. In this case, they finally have this. Oh, almost getting the kill on Darius there, but yeah, not good enough. So Twitch did die. I'm kind of disappointed that he's not a roaming Twitch, he's just a top laner Twitch. And that is, of course, not what we want to see. We want to see that that epic roaming behavior that Twitch can do. And of course, he can't really snipe this Volibear in the jungle, but it would be nice to at least attempt it, or at least go check him out every now and then and steal his his big raid here, for example, I mean, he can see where Volibear is before Volibear can see him. So it should be pretty easy to do. Anyhow, Mordekaiser versus Veigar. Yeah, that should be pretty much Veigar's game, unless the Mordekaiser is really good and the Veigar is really bad. Because Mordekaiser is a melee champion, and although he has that shield, Veigar is a burst damage champion, which means that he's going to have all of that burst at the, well, all of his damage at the same time. And with all of his damage at the same time, this shield that this guy builds up doesn't matter at all. Same goes for Volibear, by the way. Volibear has that healing thing, but if he gets burst down in like half a second, the healing is not going to do anything. It's going to heal like 20 health, and that's about it. Well, actually a little bit more, but you get the point. Especially if you time that to be all at the same moment, then it should not be a problem. How did Garen get a hold of Ashe? That must have been, yeah, overextending like a boss, and having to use the the exhaust on Garen, and that was a horrible headbutt there. You should of course have saved Ashe with that and not bumped the Garen into the path of Ashe. So Volibear is coming in, but yeah, I thought that the Darius might actually pick up that double kill on his own. And yeah, this guy is going to now get a double kill, because Twitch for some reason is not going stealth. Oh, there he goes. Oh, this is going to be close. Oh, and he doesn't turn around to finish off the kill. Anyway, Twitch gets out, gets is lucky, because Volibear should of course have focused Twitch first. And there we go. We are starting off with the kills in mid. The first kill there. Of course, yeah, Veigar needs to build up a little bit before he can actually nuke down complete Mordekaiser. He is at plus 15, which is pretty good. It all depends on how well he can continue this, because you need to continue this all game. And if you can continue it all game, then you can get a huge amount of AP there. I mean, you can get sometimes like 300-400 AP off your Q. Well, you need a long game for that, obviously. But if you get cooldown reduction, which you always get, because you always get the Deathfire Grasp, which has 15% cooldown reduction, you always should get the blue buff, which gives another 20% cooldown reduction, and then you get the 3% from your masteries. So that gives you what, 18%? Sorry, 38%. That should be good enough to land a whole lot of Qs on these minions. And as you can see, most of them go down to very well. All of them go low enough to hit with the Q, and to last hit with that after like 1 or 2 tower shots. And of course, that is the strong part about Veigar. If you know how to play him, if you play him well, then you can get a lot of AP for nothing. So for no investment at all, other than, well, mana. And oh no, Darius, what you doing, dude? Yeah, nicely done by Volibear. Volibear being really aggressive. Second Volibear game today where the Volibear is really doing well. And they are 5 kills behind now. 3k gold behind. Wow, that is stacking up quite rapidly. Yeah, not having a jungler really hurts them. And yeah, of course it's not very good to have a jungler on the enemy team and do nothing with your jungle on your team. Veigar can actually get this camp if he wants to, with his the dark matter and a Q. You can farm up the raids, because you can actually see them if you stand over here and nuke this. Then you can see them because the dark matter will reveal them, and you can get a last hit with your Q. So yeah, going up to 24 now. So yeah, that's stacking up quite nicely. And yeah, you can definitely see how you can get a few hundred out of that right away. And obviously, if you get some mana regen on your, because you do have mana regen, you have the kind of the ability that what's it called? The Chalice of Harmony has. That ability is on Veigar standard. So adding a Chalice of Harmony would be a little bit of overkill, but it can work. It depends on how you play him. It also depends on what other items you want to buy. Normally you want to go for just mana. So just buy some extra mana in the form of some item that has mana, or just go with the Mackie pendants really early on. That comes with your Deathfire Grasp. Obviously going for the gold item first here, because that gold item is going to help you pay for the rest of the Deathfire Grasp. And of course that is what you want. You want more gold. You want as much gold as you can possibly get. Currently 6 kills behind, by the way, and enemy Darius is in a pretty is pretty low, but not low enough to actually snipe. Ashe is also pretty low. Oh, she just recalled, so that's all good. Wow, how did this happen? Hang on, because I didn't see that on the minimap. So he must have nuked him down from afar. Yeah, he indeed did that. And the ignite is going to finish him off. There you go. Yeah, I didn't see anything on the minimap. He was just farming on the minimap, and all of a sudden guy dies. So top lane, get some kills. Let's see, because this should be an interesting fight. So Darius still a little bit low. Yeah, the position is not correct yet, and there we go. Now it should be correct. But yeah, there's a little bit of a glitch when you rewind, because the position updates every so often, and then the rest is stored as kind of a difference in where you are now and where you were in the last time he checked. Oh yeah, that was pretty epic fail, but it's a 1-for-2 trade once again. So we are now 6 kills behind still, because well, in mid lane there was a third kill. So with the jungler up top, Veigar can just push his lane a little bit. He can overextend a little. Well, it's not overextending if you know that the jungler isn't there. And yeah, he missed that last hit over here, but that's all good. He is just pushing the lane now to make sure that Mordekaiser doesn't get it. He's probably going to go back here to get a free mana refill, because obviously with your opponent out of the lane and no minions in your lane, you might as well get a refill on your mana, because why not? And Deathfire Grasp already purchased. That is pretty early on. And oh, dude, didn't you see him? Are you really that blind? And yeah. So he comes in from the backside of the turret, and yeah, unfortunately everything gets destroyed here. It's unfortunate for Veigar, yeah, for Veigar that he loses his turret there. But oh, he does pick up that kill with his Q. Nicely done. Because if you get a kill on Veigar, you get 5 additional AP. So yeah, that one actually stacks with the level. So it's 1, I think, at level 1, and now at level 5 it's 5. So pretty standard stuff. But yeah, if you miss that kill, you miss 5 ability power. So anyway, 42 extra ability power, and that is stacking up quite nicely. So you don't have to invest anything for that. All you have to do is last hit, and as I said, invest a little bit of mana in that every time. But yeah, since you get a last hit back for it, I guess that's well worth it, especially in the later game. And oh, a nice Ashe arrow going to result in the death of Ashe. So Alistar seems unable to do anything, and this Twitch, man, this Twitch. He's 1 in 5. He hasn't done anything. He has 18 minions. He should have just gone jungle Twitch and at least been able to do something. He would have had more minions in the jungle with just a smite. Let's just say it like that. And then you understand how little he has done. But if you just use the smite, you could probably have 18 minions at this point. So Veigar in some trouble here and gets the stun off. How did that trigger still? Oh well. It probably triggered just before he got there. Oh, going to grab a kill here. Yep. Volibear taking the wrong route and getting killed because of that. Nice arrow from Ashe. She has to finish that off, but... Oh... Wow, that was close. But yeah, they do get that. Unfortunately, Garen does get out. Because Ashe was unable to react to the fact that he was stunned in the back here. He was stunned over here, but she was attacking the guy over here. And Darius buying Warmock's armor on the enemy team. So that should put a damper on the spirits of Veigar. Because he has a very limited amount, a fixed amount of damage. And if people start buying HP, that's not good. Because then your burst is not going to be good enough. You have to razz them first and then you can kill them. And it's all a big hassle. It's much better if they are someone like Ashe or someone like Mordekaiser who don't build HP. Of course this guy is going to build HP. And the Volibear is going to build HP. The Darius is going to build HP. So, yeah, the Veigar pick kind of unfortunate against this team, but when you have enough AP, you can deal with virtually anything. And as I said, he has no limit to the amount of AP he can get other than the length of the game and the amount of Qs you can hit. And then there is of course a limit to how much you can actually get as free AP. Free HP. No, not free, as HP. And he is going for it. He is going all in. Already used his Deathfire Grasp and, well, everything actually. But yeah, not going for the jungle. He could have gotten an additional 2 last hits in the jungle, but yeah, he's going to get those here. That's fine too. Going to nuke down those minions and get an extra Q here and get an extra Q over there. No, the Q was not up yet, or he didn't want to use it. Going to get another wave because there's nobody in the lane yet. And guess who died? Yep, you guessed it. The useless Twitch. So yeah, the fact that Twitch dies 7 times in a row really doesn't mean that much. 0-4, 1-7, those kind of scores mean that the enemy doesn't get a whole lot of gold from it. Unfortunately, we can't see the amount of deaths in a row on a champion. That would be a good stat as well, because I would have liked to see that. But fortunately, most of that can be seen from these gold mines. So it is basically 6.5k gold between them. And Ashe getting almost nuked down, but the stun landing on 2 guys. And is Darius going to get out? No, he's going to come back. What? Oh, that was fail on a stick. Why do people do that? Why do people do that all the time? I mean, he was out, right? So... Hang on, I need to go one further back. So first of all, yeah, so this is a little messed up here. So Darius is over here. He gets the kill there, and then Ashe is the only one actually in range, actually able to reach him. But Ashe was stunned or whatever. She was over here, and he was out. He was completely free to leave, and then he comes back and gets killed. So fortunately Twitch didn't get a kill. That's the only thing that I'm concerned with, because the moment he gets a kill he's worth 300 gold again, and he is so bad that he will die immediately afterwards. So Volibear getting a Warmock's armor here and 2 gold items, so he will be pretty fat. 6,000 gold. Currently we have about 6,000. Oh, we have 6,000 gold on our Veigar as well. So he is keeping up with that. Unfortunately, he is the only one keeping up with that. And yeah, finally, Alistar protecting someone. And the headbutt going off, the ultimate on Volibear going off. Oh, Darius, what you doing, dude? Who the hell does that? Who the hell pulls in a Volibear with a clone of what's his face? Oh, that's Darius, his own clone. So no, so it was Mordekaiser with Volibear. Who the hell pulls that in? That's just bad. I'm sorry, but so 8 kills behind still, and yeah, the only one that has a decent amount of kills is actually the Veigar here, because the 4 and 6, I'm not going to count that as a good score. He does have 4 kills, but he probably didn't do the damage himself. Ashe running in there, not standing back far enough, and the only one in here that should be in here is this Alistar. Darius gets killed. Darius doesn't even have anything tanky, but he still wants to be in the middle of the fight. The Ashe gets a kill, Veigar gets a kill, so we are finally coming back a little, I think. Yeah, actually 7 kills behind now. Woohoo! We're getting there, man. Watch out. So gets the grab, and the stun goes off. And is he going to? No, he's not going to be able to nuke that down, because the what's his the Warmock's armor just providing too much HP. But yeah, after nuking him down twice, there you go. They finally get him, but it goes on Twitch, and Twitch is 2 and 9, and that sucks balls. Anyhow, we're going back. We're going back, and Darius is deciding to stay in. Darius, how about taking the red buff, or some jungle, or anything that is not pulling in Volibear? That would be good. Okay, I'm going to call it. Darius is going to be the next to die. Even though there's nobody around him, he's going to manage it. I mean, he has more deaths than... Oh, no, he has the... about 7 and 9, it's about the same. Both of them playing pretty poorly.
Shut down.
And that is... it's just very surprising that you are in a 2 versus 1 top lane, and you lose 4-12. Well, not actually 4-12, but you get the point. You are currently at 4 and 12. That is pretty impressive. I mean, you must be really a special kind of stupid to manage that. I mean, you are going to be behind, especially if the jungler comes in, then it's all risky, but you shouldn't, if you don't push the lane, you have such an easy time zoning out the enemy. I don't understand that. Twitch is ranged, he doesn't need the stealth, he can just use the fact that he's ranged to zone out the enemy Darius and let their Darius get all of the farm, maybe take a little himself, and then once Darius is, so your Darius is over farmed, you just go do something else. Oh yeah, that was very painful. He does get the stun off on 4 guys though. Oh, 5 guys though. And yeah, it's not good enough for Twitch, of course. So no, I call it... Oh, Darius is still alive. So Veigar actually the first to die. Followed of course by Twitch, but everyone could have seen that coming. And yeah. It seems that the bear who volleys is just going to run through 2 turrets and then... or no, through the first and then to the second, but yeah, he's going to pick up the blue buff once again, because why not? Who wants it? Nobody wants it, because nobody's using mana. Except for Ashe, but Ashe really doesn't need a blue buff. Oh, he already has a blue buff, okay, that's why he wants to give it away, but it's halfway done, yeah. Mordekaiser gets stunned and nuked down, and we get another kill. Yay! So this should be a double kill here. Triple kill, come on, come on, you can do it. No. Oh, it is a triple kill, yes. Thought Ashe took it, but enemy Ashe took a kill. I don't know who she killed. She killed Twitch. Ah, surprise, surprise. Man, that Twitch. Go play Tetris, man. Twitch should have really just gone jungle. That's all he needed to do is just pick up a smite, and that's it. That's all he needed to do to be, well, about 4 times as useful. So yeah, that should have been done in reverse order, of course. He should have let the meteor hit first and then hit the Q. That way he would have gotten a last hit with his Q, first of all. Second, the meteor would have wiped out all of the small raids, because they all die to that. So how are we on AP? We are currently at 350, and 90 of which are from this. And that's how you do that. Okay, now we saw it. Now he will get it. Next time he'll do it better, I'm sure. Oh, not getting the last hit on this minion. Well, he did get the last hit, but not with his Q. And really, all you need to worry about as Veigar is last hitting with that Q. Enemy team going for Baron here, and there is no vision on that. They can't stop this anyway. There is no way they can stop this. Ashe might actually be able to shoot an arrow in there, but since it is a completely blind arrow, it wouldn't even be a good use of the arrow. And yes, with the hawk shot coming in, they should know that indeed there was a Baron there. Once upon a time. So yeah, as you can see, Garen is doing the good thing. He knows that his team is pushing this lane, and he picks up just some extra golds. You could pick up this extra gold as well, and then one of your team or two of your team push the lane. Ashe is a little overextended here. Should have shot him in the face, of course, with the arrow, with the big arrow, but instead gets nuked down. So Volibear at half health, that should be good enough for Veigar. Yeah, they lose an inhibitor here, and sorry, couldn't reach the cough button in time. The whole team just standing around a little bit, because they don't know what to do against this, and the only thing to do against this is to group up and just focus one guy, preferably the Ashe or the Mordekaiser, both of which have very low HP compared to the rest. And there we go, yes, nicely done, gets another kill. And come on Veigar, you can do this, you can nuke them down, get them. Wow, he gets his second kill with his Q. That Q is doing impressive damage here. So the Q now does about 580 damage. Wow. 104 extra ability power. And you can see how those 11 kills, that's 55 additional, really help out there. So he has about 50 last hits with his Q, which is pretty good. It's not impressive, but it is definitely good because, well, seeing the fact that, well, his lane has been pushed all game, and they were losing from virtually minute 1, I think it was minute 3 actually, when the first, yeah, I think 3:28 or something, when Twitch died. So that's minute 4, I guess. So Twitch died for the first time then, and from there on out they have been behind like 8 kills and now 6 kills. And it is going to be really hard to carry this. Veigar, of course, is a hyper carry, so once he gets fed, No, I should describe that differently. Hyper carries transfer all of their gold into damage, and all of their abilities also have damage stacks on them. Or no, they not all of them, but at least some of them. So they don't have to build, or they don't build anything else than either AD or AP, or well, attack speed, I guess. Yeah, you have Karthus, you have Veigar, you have Tryndamere, and you have, of course, like Vayne and Ashe. Because on those kind of champions, you only build damage. You don't build any utility, because the utility is, well, suboptimal. Come on, get him! No, not going to manage. He is going to get out of there, healing up a little from that ultimate. Where is Veigar? Veigar not even close to dying. Because, yeah, who cares about that ultimate, man? So it's time to nuke down someone else. He's going to buy some more items, I'm guessing. Hang on, where are we? We are here. Currently has a death cap, Deathfire Grasp, of course. This chain vest is probably going to be an hourglass. Then it has the Sorcerer's Shoes and 2 Doran's Rings still. Doran's Rings are, of course, excellent early game items because, well, early game you want to have the additional HP, you want to have that additional AP as well. So all in all, they're just really useful, and of course you want the mana regeneration. Because mana regeneration is very good on Veigar. As I said, early game he does have mana regeneration in his innate ability, but it's not enough to keep hitting that Q every time. And did he get? Yeah, he got the kill on the Volibear there. Come on, Ashe! Come on, get him! No, they're not going to get the kills here. 2 of them get out at very low health. And is Veigar going to... Oh, he's going to land a stun there on Ashe. Ashe coming back in. I don't understand why, but sure. I mean, she wasn't going to help this guy anyway. And wow, getting another kill there. That is so impressive. 14 kills already. And that is, of course, what we like to see. We like to see those high kill amounts on a hyper carry, getting the whole lot of damage done. Unfortunately, did not get the Mordekaiser again, because Mordekaiser has been escaping all the time. Yeah, has the Hourglass. Deathfire Grasp is ready for use again. Currently at 125 extra AP. Of course, he needs to keep using that. He needs to keep using that Q. Is this guy AFKing here? He seems to be. Ultra Flex with his 5 and 7 score. That's an excellent score. I mean, I have to say that's just an impressive score. I wish I could go 5 and 7 with Darius, the most OP champion in the world. Well, not in the world, in the game. Because there are probably more OP champions in other games. But it is a pretty good example of OP. Still, after the buff, after the nerf, sorry, he's still pretty crazy. But yeah, at least he's not that crazy anymore. So anyhow, yeah, we're going to push in a little bit, but the whole enemy team is here once again. The Baron spawning, and yeah, they do know that the blue team is here as well. It's not very useful if I keep saying enemy team to every team. So yeah, this is not good, guys. Don't stand in the middle of the enemy team. Wow, huge damage going off on Ashe and Mordekaiser. And yeah, they have to focus those two. I mean, Veigar probably knows that. He's not using his ultimate yet. He knows that he needs to use that on someone who's low. And yeah, he used it there, but I don't know on who. I think on the Volibear, and that is not the target that he should have chosen. Should have waited with that until he could actually reach Ashe or Mordekaiser. Because both of them will go down to that ultimate. And wow, are they going to lose inhibitors here? Yeah, they already lost the first one, but so once again losing those inhibitors. Unfortunately missing the dark matter there. And he's going to hide behind the turrets. Oh, come on. I'm going to rewind. I'm sorry about that, but I'm going to rewind a little. So once again they're going to lose this inhibitor. He's going to hide behind the minions because of this ghost. Behind the turret, sorry. And Alistar is going to finally do something useful there. Lots of turret shots on the Volibear. And Volibear not able to chase through the turrets for a lot longer. And oh! Mordekaiser gets out! If only he could have grabbed that with a stun, that would have been epic. Because I think QE would have finished that off. Oh, gets an Oracles, nice! And finally Twitch doing something useful. He is 3 and 12. Woohoo! How do you go 3 and 12 on Twitch? I mean, I can see that if you're, yeah, kind of messing around, like my playstyle. But if you're actually playing in a game where you're trying to do well, and he is definitely trying to do well. I mean, it's not like he's doing crazy stuff. He's not building crazy stuff or anything like that. He does have his level 5 boots, which are of course essential if you have to believe the MOBA Fire guys. So yeah, they do grab an easy Baron there. Enemy team, not a chance. They were nowhere near. Ashe Arrow, not good enough, obviously. But yeah, it could have been risky because yeah, they have no smite, but they still have like the dark matter and the Q from Veigar. And the Q from Veigar does a lot more damage than anything on the enemy team. Let's see here. The Q from Veigar does what's that? 700 damage, something like that, 660. And the Ashe Arrow, let's see, Ashe Arrow, it does 600 damage. So yeah, should be able to. Does it do it's 600 damage to the champion? Additionally, surrounding them take half the damage. So, no, it does 300 damage. That's what I thought. Because it is really rare that you see a steal with the Ashe Arrow, although a lot of people try it. Not a lot of people succeed, however. We did see an epic Baron steal with Q from Olaf recently. That was pretty good. I've never seen that work. Never seen that attempted even, but very nicely done. And of course we had the epic mushroom steal, the Baron steal with a Teemo mushroom. That was a very, very cool one. I did not expect that. And of course he didn't expect that either. He just set that up to prevent the enemy team from taking it without their knowledge. And then Jax gets knocked into it, and it just ticks the last few hit points away on Baron. Chances of that are of course very, very, very slim. And bye bye Mordekaiser. Kind of the wrong order of skills there, using the Deathfire Grasp as the last skill instead of the first one. And oh, come on, nicely done. He was in some danger there, but uses the Hourglass to get out of that damage, because he was really getting down really quickly. And yeah, gets 2 more kills, I think. Yeah, 16 kills total. That's more kills than the rest of his team combined, and then you know you're playing well. It's pretty funny that way, but 137 extra ability power. Needs to keep farming with that Q. The Q is the most important thing on the Veigar, just like it is on what's the other guy? Nasus? Yeah. On Nasus is also the main thing to do. Farm your Q. And then in the late game you can wipe out the whole enemy team with it, because you only have to build tanky items. And yeah, the AD he gets, or the damage he gets from that is a lot bigger than the damage that Veigar gets from his ability power. That's why Veigar still builds a whole lot of extra AP items, magic penetration, things like that. And Nasus really doesn't. Is this guy really asleep or what? I think he is. I think he just sleepwalked into that. Oh man, so much fail in this game, and still the Veigar is so concentrated, gets all the kills, and yeah, Darius in some trouble here if they find him, but they're not going to find him. Seems he is fine. Yep, he gets out, no problem. Twitch getting out as well, retreating to the base. And Veigar over here trying to defend his inhibitor, but they're going to lose it again. If the enemies are anywhere near good enough, then they are going to do that. And Veigar is going to have to hourglass. Yes, he gets the hourglass off. Yes! Oh man! That was epic! He needed to walk into the turrets to make sure that he was safe. That Ashe couldn't wait around for the 2 seconds, and he gets that done. Wow, I did not expect that to work, but does get it to work. And yeah, now all he needs to do is just wipe out the enemy team and kill the enemy nexus, and then they'll be fine. Hourglass. Oh, that would have been good if he did that immediately. I think it has a 2 seconds, or just under 2 seconds. Yeah, 1.2 seconds. So if he hit that dark matter exactly at the moment that he saw the Mordekaiser, that would have been about a 0.6 seconds delay. I mean, he still needed to walk like 1 or 2 paces. If he did that, then the Mordekaiser would have come out of the stasis and then immediately got nuked by that dark matter. And the dark matter does a lot of damage. Let's see, it does 1150 damage, assuming that, well, that's magic damage, so you still have to subtract the reduced damage, or well, rather multiply with the non-reduced damage factor. And of course, yeah, that can be pretty high on some champions. But Mordekaiser probably not building a whole lot of... no, he's not building anything magic resist wise. Although the Veigar is really the only one doing well. So he has 58 magic resists. At least that's what it says, I think. 53 magic resist. Okay. So 53, that's about 30% reduction. In case you were wondering how it's calculated, it is the number divided by 100 plus the number. So if you have 50, then it's 50 divided by 100 plus 50. So that's 50 divided by 150. That's 1 in 3. So that's 33%. So 53 is a little bit more. So that's why I'm guessing, yeah, still around that 30%. 35% probably. And of course, yeah, then you see that 100 would be 50%. Oh, who got killed there? Oh, that's Darius getting killed by enemy Darius, and everyone else still alive. Let's rewatch that team fight because I missed it. I know you guys saw it, but I missed it. Anyway, so everyone is grouped up, but that's not going to matter too much. Yeah, Garen going to go down, and Volibear is pretty low. He's tanking the turret, and they should be able to catch him. Yeah, that's another Oracles. And there goes the Mordekaiser. There goes the... who else was that? Ashe. And the only one surviving was this Darius, because he sneaked around the back, and he got the kill here on our Darius. And now that was a 4-for-1 trade. Well, not really a trade, a 4-for-1 fight. And yeah, let's go do Baron. Now they can't actually do Baron because they have to get rid of the super minions. And then only 3 guys are remaining. And yeah, 3 guys not good enough. Well, not unless, well, they would be really fed, but they're really not. Ashe has some nice items though. Ashe, let's see how she's doing. 204 versus 150, so at least she's farming okay. But yeah, that's the advantage of being on the back foot, so having everything pushed to your base, you can still farm, but the enemy team mostly can't farm because the minions are in your base. It's really much too dangerous to get that. Oh, what you doing? Is he sleepwalking again? Man, I don't understand. It's the 3rd oracles on Volibear. So that's 1200 gold already spent on that. And the blue team, as you can see, are ahead in gold. So they're 2 kills behind, but they are about 15k gold ahead. Which is a pretty... sorry. The 5k gold ahead. That's a pretty decent amount, seeing that they have been behind all game. And some of it is due to the farming, some of it may be due to the dragons or something like that. Because it is 1-on-1 on Barons, and now 1 and 2. Enemy coming back a little, 400 gold between them now. 4,000, sorry, 4,000 gold between them. I'm really good with the numbers today. And yeah, Twitch, very nice. Let's walk through an oracles. That's not moronic at all, no. Because if you're going 4 and 14, you know you're playing well. You know that that's really the best that anyone has ever gotten out of Twitch. Is 4 and 14. I think he's playing for the enemy team, especially for the Garen. Fortunately, Garen is really the worst champion to have as a fat champion on your team, because he really doesn't do anything with the golds. He just buys some more armor or some more health, and that is not going to do anything. Ashe running in, I have no clue why. Running full head first into the enemy team. Saying, look at me, I can shoot at you, and then dying. So picking up the right target there, getting the Ashe, and the Mordekaiser should be next. But once again, Volibear tanking a lot of that turret damage, and he may actually be a good target. Yeah, he is going to be Veigar's next target. Getting the Garen as well. And unfortunately, Volibear is still alive, and he is going to do plenty of damage. And wow, again it works! Wow, that is so amazing. But are they going to live through this? I don't think they will. I think there are too many minions to handle at this point. But yeah, well, there is AoE damage on this team. But the Volibear, I think, is going to hit some... oh, wow, that damage, man! Now they need to clean up these minions very, very quickly, because they are going to... yeah, they are going to lose. So, too many minions to handle. And very nicely played on one person's part. The enemy team completely screwing up. I mean, look at those scores. The only one who has a real positive score is this guy. I guess the Darius is also positive, but yeah, 93 minions after 46 minutes, that's kind of sad. And well, also 74 minions is kind of sad, I know that, but at least he has 5 more kills than that. But this enemy team screwing up so much. But yeah, if you have a 1 and 7 and a 4 and 15, then yeah, and you're the only one positive on your team, then there's pretty much nothing you can do. So unfortunately he couldn't carry this, but still a very, very nice game. Let's see the amount of gold. I'm expecting this to be the highest. Yeah, 18, it's by far the highest. The 14, 15 and 14 here. So at least they had 2 fat carries, but yeah, that Twitch, man, that Twitch. If only he had a decent Twitch on his team. So anyway, hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. GG!